Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pay to Drive. Back by popular demand, we're doing some more reaction content, and this time to Edward's channel. Okay, so everyone go subscribe to Edward. His link is in the description down below. Make sure to let him know Pay to Drive sent you, and let's jump into this, guys. Let's see if we can hit our one like goal.
Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below
Yes.
and consider subscribing to the channel.
Yes.
Thank you for your support.
You're welcome.
Many economists look closely at the trucking industry as a bellwether for our economy here in America. I wonder if they should look more closely at some of the food delivery service apps. I was reading some comments on Reddit today, and many were disturbing. I have to wonder.
So my question is, do you guys use Reddit to look up DoorDash information? Let me know.
If the information we see in the mainstream media is really exaggerated when it comes to the health of our economy. I'm going to share some of these comments with you from DoorDash Drivers. One person wrote, "I'm tired of not making money." This individual said, "It is depressing. I have a mountain of bills that I cannot pay. It has been so bad lately. It's not even normal. It's a whole different level. It's literally impossible to make any money lately. I've been out here for like 45 minutes with no orders. The offers are so sporadic now. You either go 10 to 15 minutes without an offer, or it's all garbage that's like 30 cents a mile."
So let me just ask this. Are you guys just using DoorDash, or are you diversifying using Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Spark? Let me know.
I made $30 last night. One night last week, I only made $16. I am about 70% off what I normally make. This is frustrating. I'm tired of driving around. I'm not getting offers, and I'm wasting gas. Plus, it will show busy in my area, yet it will not be busy. This is the slowest time I have seen in 6 years of driving. There's always a drop-off, but it's never been this brutal. The next commenter said, 2 years ago.
In your market, guys, are you doing very well right now, or has it been really bad? Please let me know.
I was making $150 a day minimum and $200 a day if I pushed myself an extra hour or two. I was easily paying all my bills and living comfortably. Now I'm making $50 a day in 8 hours if I'm lucky. It all goes to gas. And I've been homeless for a year living in my car because I'm disabled but don't qualify for disability. I try to find a job and I have not been successful. I have not been able to get any type of employment. It's the most stressful and depressing time of my life. I have no family and very few friends. I'm temporarily living with a friend for a month, but if I can't pay rent, I'm going to have to live in my car again. I've DoorDashed in 3 states and 7 different cities in the last year, and they are all the same. Can't even crack $100 a day working 12 hours, 7 days a week.
But I just don't understand, though, if they're in that many different cities. Unless the only thing I could think of is just that it's so oversaturated that there just are not enough orders to go around. And I think that could be part of the problem. Do you guys agree?
Haven't seen a $500 week in almost 2 years now, when I was easily making $1,000 a week a couple of years ago. I know people say you can't rely on DoorDash for your income, but it was all I had. I'm just ready to give up and keel over. I have heart failure and honestly can't be bothered to care anymore. I work too hard to get literal scraps from the street. Another individual said, I
mean, listen, I get it. It sucks. In some places, it just really sucks. Period.
noticed this as well. Times are bad, real bad. We are the canaries in the coal mine of the economy. We are a luxury. Luxuries go first. Plus, the customers appear to secretly hate us. The next commenter said, it gets worse every year.
But why does he think that the customers secretly hate us? For what reason? You know, if we're providing them a service, why do you think that is?
Year, because year after year they increase the supply of drivers while demand does not increase to meet the needs of all drivers available. Well, this same story applies to a variety of different industries. Take real estate, for example. There are a lot of real estate agents. Some are lucky to sell 1 or 2 homes a year. I heard the average person knows about 5 real estate agents. The next commenter said, I've tried DoorDash
Do you know anybody who's a real estate agent? Let me know.
in multiple cities in Tennessee. It's bad everywhere. I lost 13 points to my AR today on terrible orders, like 17 miles for $2.
Dude, how is 17 miles for $2 even possible?
9 miles for $2.50, 11 miles for $2. I used to make $150 to $200 a day, and now I can barely pull $300 a week. My friends, this is terrible.
This is a real problem. Hands down.
Imagine trying to live off $300 a week. Imagine how much wear and tear you'd be putting on your car doing this DoorDash delivery. Your tires are getting worn out, your brakes are getting worn down, and these modern vehicles are very expensive to maintain. And then there's fuel and insurance. The next commenter said, I can consistently make $20 to $25 an hour in Southern Oregon. I'm in a town of about 30,000 that has a lot of rural communities that depend on it. I do DoorDash, UberEATS, Grubhub, and Spark. I take whoever pays me at least $20 an hour. If you send me a $5 offer, it needs to take 15 minutes or less. Spark is great the first week of the month until Snap runs out, or around holidays and sporting events. Otherwise, DoorDash is king. My friends, I didn't know it was even possible to use Snap for Spark. Did you know that? Let me know in the comment section below.
Yeah, a lot of these apps, they allow that with the EBT and all that stuff. Yep.
Another commenter said, yes, this is terrible. It's been dead too in my area. But I don't see any benefit in driving around and wasting gas, hopefully getting more offers. This is where you get into trouble wasting gas and then not having any money. On top of that, you are going to wear out your car even more. Look at other drivers, not just rideshare or delivery drivers, but even truck drivers and taxis. They don't move, they wait, or they wait in busy areas. As I'm writing this, I have been declining offers and sitting in my driveway at 1:30 in the morning, just finished an order. I don't drive around and waste gas. I changed my schedule to night shift.
Do you guys work that late, like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning?
Shift because it pays better than day shift. Sometimes you have to go to a different town or work different hours, but experiment on what works. My friends, this is terrible that some folks are having to risk their life late at night, 1:30 in the morning, driving food around. You know, gone are the days when you could graduate from high school, get a job at a local factory, earn a livable wage, enough to support an entire family, along with a lifetime pension, and in some cases, free health insurance. Now, people are having to work weird hours, they're having to risk their life, going to random people's homes to deliver food. You never know who might answer the door. In my opinion, that's pretty scary.
It is very scary when you think about it, because you have no idea who's behind that door. But that's why it's nice to just be able to like leave it in front of the door, take the picture, and go.
Another commenter said, if you keep moving forward, you give yourself a chance to succeed. If you give up, failure is guaranteed. Not knocking your pain or what you're doing. I've been there. There were days when I was ready to throw in the towel. But as long as you're alive and breathing, things can turn around no matter how bleak. There's nothing wrong with feeling down when life is beating you down, but don't start beating yourself down. Life is doing enough of that. Give yourself time to succeed. Well, that person has a lot of optimism. The last comment that I'll share with you came
We've said it so many times, guys. You have to be optimistic. You have to be optimistic.
from someone who said, You have too many drivers flooding the market now because the economy is terrible. And this is the easiest thing to turn to. My friends, I can believe this. This person went on to say, I live in a rural area, and if I make $100 a night, I'm happy because my orders have literally been $2 for 10 plus miles in the Appalachian Mountains. No one tips. It's too poor of a community. So I depend on DoorDash to make it up, but that's a joke. It's helped me in small situations like gas and food, but I made $1,100 from September 2024 to December 2024. No, I don't DoorDash every day. It's the weekends only, as I have a second job. But it doesn't matter. There are too many drivers out there doing the same thing that you are.
And that's what it is. There's a lot of drivers out there. That's what I was talking about before with the fact that it was, a matter of oversaturation, if you think about it.
Are. My friends, this is truly tragic. It really shows how difficult of a time some members of our society have. I really feel bad for a lot of people here in the United States of America. A good job is hard to come by. And if you find one, who knows how long you'll be able to keep it. A lot of companies downsize. And as you get older, ageism is alive and well, unfortunately. It's supposed to be illegal. But a lot of companies can find certain ways to skirt around those laws. I really feel bad for people who are basically one car repair away from becoming homeless. If you barely have enough money for gas right now, what are you going to do when you have an expensive car repair and you can't afford the part that needs to be replaced?
And this happens often where someone has a certain part that needs to be replaced in order for their car to be able to pass inspection. That's where it can be a real issue.
If you know how to fix it yourself. Some people don't have a credit card to rely on, and as you know, many Americans don't have an emergency fund. Understand, I'm not criticizing people like this at all. This is the grim reality in our country in some cases. There are far too many people who are having a hard time moving forward in life. Many are stuck, scraping by, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. What are they going to do when they reach an age where they can no longer work? Many have no retirement savings. It's really troubling to think about all this. I'm curious what you think. Share your thoughts.
Yeah, so I agree with what Edward's saying here. It's a scary thought when someone gets to an age where they can really no longer work and they don't have that kind of a savings. This is where Dashers get in big trouble. So make sure to go subscribe to Edward's channel. His link is in the description down below. And of course, tell me who you would like me to make a reaction video to next. And let's see if we can get 1 like on this video, 1 comment on this video. And if you're new here, 1 subscriber with all notifications on for free. And until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling. And we'll see you guys next time right here on Pay to Drive. And if nobody has told you, you are awesome and you are worth it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. See you next time.